A $500,000 chase, New Zealand's fight for survival. Picture this, it's August 2022, and a team of determined conservationists in New Zealand is locked in a high-stakes pursuit. Their target? A single stoat, a sleek, cunning predator no bigger than a house cat. The price tag for this 8-month mission, a staggering $500,000. Armed with an arsenal of traps, trail cameras, specially trained dogs, boats slicing through icy waters, and helicopters buzzing over rugged peaks, they scour the wildest corners of this island nation. It's not just a hunt, it's a desperate race to save a world teetering on the edge. Why pour so much into catching one small animal? The answer lies buried deep in New Zealand's past, a story that stretches back across centuries and millennia. Rewind 140 years to when stoats first invaded these shores, 800 years to when humans first arrived, 8,000 years to when towering rainforests cloaked the land, and 80 million years to when this isolated archipelago broke free from the rest of the planet. This is a land shaped by solitude, a place where evolution danced to its own rhythm, crafting an ecosystem unlike any other. New Zealand was the last major landmass humans claimed, and its remoteness forged a biodiversity hotspot brimming with species found nowhere else. Here, ancient survivors, like living fossils from a bygone era, still roam. Yet today, it's a land of stark contrasts. New creatures are uncovered, even as others slip into extinction. Its landscape tells a tale of destruction and resilience, ravaged by change, yet clinging to pockets of pristine wilderness, where geology and life intertwine in breathtaking clarity. Mysteries linger in its misty forests and jagged cliffs, a testament to a world both vibrant and vulnerable. This is a familiar saga of human ambition and betrayal, but New Zealand dares to rewrite the ending. It's one of the few places on Earth where people are battling to resurrect a prehistoric paradise, a bold, sometimes divisive mission to heal this forest at the bottom of the world, one stoat at a time. Zealandia, evolution's hidden stage. Step into New Zealand, and you're stepping into a time machine. Over 100 million years ago, the southern hemisphere was fused into the supercontinent Gondwana. Then, 80 million years back, a fragment tore away, drifting alone into the Southern Ocean. That fragment became New Zealand, a sanctuary spared from the rise of mammals that reshaped the rest of the globe. While beasts grew larger and fiercer elsewhere, this land stayed quiet, giving birds the starring role. Imagine a realm where moa, flightless giants stretching up to 10 feet tall, nibbled ferns in sprawling forests. Overhead, the world's largest eagle, its wings spanning 10 feet, ruled the skies instead of wolves. On the ground, kiwi with feather fur burrowed like rabbits, while oversized invertebrates, giant snails, slugs, and the massive weta, the heaviest insect alive, claimed the shadows. Smaller birds, free from mammal predators, ditched flight entirely, mastering the art of disappearing into the undergrowth. Ancient relics thrived here too, the tuatara, a reptile frozen in time, and the kakapo, a hefty, flightless parrot echoing Gondwana's lost forests. As tectonic plates shoved mountains skyward and ice ages sculpted valleys, fjords, and lakes, this ecosystem held fast. When the ice retreated 15,000 years ago, forests surged back, drenched by torrential rains, nearly 1,000 centimeters a year in the southwest. Rivers roared, wetlands shimmered, and fjords cloaked in forest-stained water harbored dolphins, whales, seals, and penguins unique to this edge of the world. Aotearoa, the human spark. Fast forward to 800 years ago. Polynesian voyagers, braving vast oceans, landed on these shores and named their discovery Aotearoa. They hunted seals along rugged coasts and chased moa through tangled woods, but they didn't come alone. Dogs and rats tagged along. Dogs snapping at birds, rats gobbling eggs. Then came the flames. Fires, a tool from their tropical homelands, swept through forests unready for such heat, turning lush greenery into ash and grassland. By the 1600s, half the trees were gone, and with them, half the birds, plus frogs, lizards, and countless creepy crawlies. Survivors like the kakapo and tuatara retreated to remote havens, fords too wet to burn, islands beyond the rats' reach. Yet the settlers adapted. Now the Māori, they wove a culture of care, clustering near wetlands and guarding resources through stories tied to rivers and peaks. Land wasn't owned, it was shared, a legacy of stewardship born from the same isolation that shaped this fragile paradise. New Zealand, the tide of change. As Maori traditions deepened, European sails pierced the horizon. In 1642, Abel Tasman glimpsed these misty mountains, dubbing them New Zealand. A century later, James Cook arrived, mapping the coasts and claiming them for Britain. His tales of parrots, seals, and fertile soil unleashed a flood of newcomers, sealers, whalers, traders, hauling rats, cats, goats, pigs, and rabbits in their wake. The stoat, introduced to curb rabbits, turned traitor, feasting on defenseless birds instead. The British Crown seized land, broke promises to the Maori, and reshaped the wilds into farms and towns. But by the late 1800s, a spark of regret flickered. Visionaries like Richard Henry shuttled birds to safe islands, and vast reserves like Fordland were shielded from the plow. Today, that legacy fuels a fierce fight, epitomized by the 2022 stoat hunt to claw back what was lost. New Zealand stands as a paradox, a land scarred by humanity, yet dotted with untouched wonders. Every trap set, every bird saved, is a defiance of history, a chance to restore this ancient forest at the world's end.